January 6, 1066. It was Epiphany, one of the most sacred days in the Christian calendar. Inside Westminster Abbey, candles burned, prayers were spoken, and England witnessed the crowning of a new king. His name was Harold Godwinson. The ceremony was incredibly swift. Only a single day had passed since the death of King Edward the Confessor, yet England already had a new ruler. To some, this showed strength and decisiveness. To others, it looked like haste, even fear. Harold Godwinson wasn't born a king. He was a self-made man who rose through wealth, military skill, and shrewd political influence. By 1066, he was the most powerful noble in the entire kingdom. He claimed that King Edward, on his deathbed, had named him as his successor. But claims alone weren't enough to secure a throne in medieval Europe. Kingship relied on legitimacy, a complex web of promises, oaths, bloodlines, and most importantly, divine approval. And Harold's claim was disputed on every single front. Across the English Channel, William, the Duke of Normandy, rejected the coronation completely. He was furious. He insisted that Edward had promised him the throne years earlier. Even more damaging, William claimed that Harold himself had once sworn a sacred oath, on holy relics no less, to support William's claim to the crown. If this was true, Harold's coronation wasn't just illegal, it was a mortal sin, a sacrilege. And in the far north, another challenger watched and waited. Harald Hardrada, the hardened warrior king of Norway, also believed he had a rightful claim based on older treaties. So now, three men believed the English crown belonged to them. Harold's hasty coronation didn't settle the matter. It ignited it. The choice of January 6th was deliberate. By being crowned on a holy day, Harold sought to wrap himself in divine approval. The church's blessing was meant to silence doubts and unify the kingdom behind him. But symbolism could not stop armies. Within weeks, news of the coronation spread like wildfire across Europe. In Normandy, William began a massive build-up for invasion. Ships were constructed, soldiers recruited, weapons gathered. Back in England, Harold faced impossible pressure. He had to defend a massive coastline from attack from both the north and the south. He had to maintain the loyalty of nobles who secretly doubted his right to rule. And he had to prepare his kingdom for a war without knowing where the first blow would fall. England stood on the very edge of a knife. The events of January 6, 1066, were meant to bring stability. Instead, they guaranteed a year of bloodshed. Before 1066 ended, England would see two foreign invasions, three major battles, the death of a king, and the complete end of Anglo-Saxon rule. But on this cold January day, none of that was visible. There was only ceremony, prayer, and a crown being placed on one man's head. History often feels calm just before the storm breaks. January 6th was not an ending. It was the opening move in a game for a kingdom. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more dives into history's most critical moments.